The two theories we'll be discussing today are the media multiplexity theory and the addiction to media theory. The media multiplexity theory was founded by Caroline Haythorne White, originating from a series of her works, some of which are listed on the screen. The media multiplexity theory consists of three main tenets. 1. The content being communicated depends on the medium being used to communicate, not the strength of the bond between the two communicating. For instance, look at the forms of communication that people use today. On something like Snapchat, you're going to be communicating to other people by sending a photo with a few words attached. But on something like email, you can write people pages and pages of writing. 2. People tend to communicate to those who they have closer bonds with through more mediums of media. And in turn, communicating to another person using multiple mediums of media will strengthen the bond between the two. Let's take a look at how you would talk to a close friend. You're probably gonna see their posts on Facebook, send them a few photos through Snapchat, call them and see what they're doing on the weekend, and text them on your phone. Because of the strong bond the two of you share, you communicate in multiple mediums. And because you communicate multiple mediums, you strengthen the bond between the two of you. 3. Adding or subtracting a medium of media will change the strength of the bond between the two individuals. For example, if you've become accustomed to texting someone throughout the day, and then one day your phone runs out of battery and you're no longer able to text them, your bond will change because the medium you usually use to talk to them is no longer available. The addiction to media theory is the theory that individuals can become dependent on media. Similar to the theory of addiction to TV, the addiction to media includes more mediums, such as the internet, your phones, video games, things of that nature. With the development of technology to what it is today, it's almost expected that our smartphones have become such a vital part of our everyday lives. Everything ranging from weather alerts, calendar reminders, emails, texting, phone calls, we've all come to rely on our smartphones. According to a study done by the Pew Research Center, 64% of American adults now own smartphones, up from 35% in 2011. In a 2014 study, it was found that 97% of smartphone owners texted at least once over the course of the study period. In the same study, it was found that over 87% use their smartphone for emails, over 80% for internet use, and 90% for video or voice calls. In relation to the two theories we just discussed, as well as our dependency on smartphones, I'd like to present two hypotheses. For the media multiplexity theory, the hypothesis would be individuals cut off from their smartphones would not be able to maintain their existing bonds with others at its current level. 91% of smartphone owners aged 18 to 29 use some form of social networking on their phone at least once over the course of the study period. It was also found that 55% of those 50 or older also use social networking on their phones. For the addiction to media theory, the hypothesis would be that if individuals with smartphones were to never use their phones while walking or driving somewhere, the amount of accidents that would lead to death or injury would decrease.
It is maddening for everyone else. It is an epidemic, texting while walking.
According to the most recent numbers, more than 1,000 people went to emergency rooms because they got hurt while walking and distracted on the phone. Bonnie Miller walked off this pier into Lake Michigan and had to be rescued by the Coast Guard.
According to the CDC in 2012, 3,328 people were killed in car crashes involving a distracted driver, while an estimated 420,000 people were injured in accidents involving a distracted driver as well.